Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Brooke, but you guys know me as Miss Meatless Muscle. And today I'm going to be showing you guys my full day of vegan eating as a bodybuilder. So this is a unique full day of eating. I am in contest prep. So I'm doing a bodybuilding competition. I'm about 8 to 9 weeks out. I haven't actually picked a show. I'm just gonna pick a show when my body is ready, but that's kind of how it's looking. I'm looking 8 to 9 weeks out. So sometime in late June or early July is when I'm probably gonna step on stage. So at this point, my food is still pretty high. I am doing carb cycling, so I have high days and I have low days. This doesn't mean that you need to do that. If I'm not in contest prep, I don't do carb cycling. I just keep the same macros week to week, every single day. It's only in contest prep that I do this. So I have my high days and I have my low days. I'm actually gonna be showing you guys my low day. It's my rest day. So my rest day, I don't need quite as much food. I need more fuel and more food to recover on those training days. So those are my high days. So the difference is just a couple grams of carbs and a couple grams of fat. So my macros on my rest day are 175 grams of protein and 40 grams of fat and 140 grams of carbs. Now, do not follow these macros. These macros are for me, my body, in contest prep at this very moment. They will change. They change every week. So I'm not telling you to follow these macros. I know someone probably will and they think they're gonna look like me just because they follow my macros, but you need macros for your own body. Most people will not need 175 grams of protein. I'm a big chick, I'm 160 pounds at 19% body fat. So my macros are a lot different than yours, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna give you guys some insight into a full day of eating. I still do cardio on my rest days. I keep my fasted cardio the same. So I'm doing currently 40 minutes of fasted cardio. So that's how I start every single day. And then I come home and I have breakfast. So I start every day with my TVP oat bowl. My carbohydrate is going to be oat bran, and I do about half and half TVP and oat bran. And this just adds a little bit more protein. It's a little bit lower in carb, and this helps me hit my macros more easily. The TVP is unflavored, so once it absorbs water and you mix it with the oats, it's pretty much the same consistency. You can hardly tell the difference. I also add a little bit of frozen berries. I love this triple berry mix, and I just throw about 40 grams of frozen berries in there. And then all you need to do is add water and microwave that for about 2 minutes. Now, while that is microwaving, I make PBfit, which is basically just powdered peanut butter. You mix it with water and it is pretty much the same consistency of peanut butter, just with way less calories. So this really helps me cut back on my fats and my calories, but I still have the same volume that peanut butter would give me. So that's out of the microwave. Now you want to add a little bit of salt. Iodized salt, very important for your thyroid. And also some Splenda, because remember the TVP and oat bran is not flavored. So you definitely need to add a little salt and sugar. Mix that up. And then I'm going to add my protein powder, 1 scoop of Veg Nutrition frosted cinnamon roll. I love that protein powder. Oh, so good in this TVP oat bowl. And then once that's mixed thoroughly, you can go ahead and pour your PBfit all over that. So good. You could get way more of PBfit than you can with peanut butter for way less calories. I do add a little bit of almond butter, usually just about 10 grams or so to get some healthy fats in. Always weigh your almond butter. And that is my breakfast. I absolutely love this. It keeps me full for hours and I look forward to this every day. After I eat breakfast, I usually go walk Chief. I have this awesome park right by my house and I have 14,000 steps a day currently. So this really helps me get my steps in, breaking it up throughout the day. And I get to spend time with my little baby.
So my second meal would be lunch, and I make a very high protein sandwich with a side of sliced cucumbers and grape tomatoes. This bread is 16 grams of protein for 2 slices. It's from Primal Bakery. You can order it online, and I just add a little bit of Dijon mustard, add some lettuce. I load that up with pickles. And for my protein source, I use my own homemade seitan, and the video recipe for that is on my YouTube if you would like to check that out. And then you just put it together, slice it up, and this is such a good lunch. It's so easy to make. Again, this is something you don't necessarily have to meal prep. You would just need to make the seitan ahead of time, but it's delicious and very filling, high protein and low carb. And then about 2 hours later, I have my snack, which is about 100 grams of fresh strawberries and this fudge brownie Gatsby chocolate. You can have this whole bar for 180 calories, and the macros are amazing. I'm absolutely in love with this stuff. You can buy it at Sprouts and Walmart.
Overall, I feel pretty good. My energy is good most days. After my leg days is really when I feel the most tired, just because it takes so much out of me. But otherwise, I feel pretty good. My sleep is still good. My hunger is manageable. So far, I would say I'm doing pretty good. I'm hanging in there. It doesn't really feel like prep yet, except for the 40 minutes of cardio in the morning. That sucks. But otherwise, it's pretty good. It's okay.
And for dinner, I make a high protein taco bowl. So I start by chopping up some veggies. I usually include mushrooms, onions, bell pepper, and I will add some broccoli later on. I make my own spice mix at home, but you can also buy the packets. Sometimes I do that if I'm being lazy. And my protein source is Say Grace protein. It's very similar to TVP. You want to rehydrate it in water or veggie broth. And I love this protein. It's soy-based, and you can order it online, saygraceprotein.com. Use my code MissMeatless for a discount. And I'll just saute all of my veggies with some jalapenos for about 6 to 8 minutes. And then in a separate pan, I will saute my Say Grace protein for about the same time. Now, my carbohydrate is my taco cream of rice by Pride Foods, another staple in my diet. Again, I'm going to mix this with some TVP just to add a little bit more protein. And I do half part cream of rice, half part TVP. Then all you need to do is add some water and microwave that, and it comes out like this. And it is so good. Then I just put my Say Grace protein on top once it's done cooking. Then just add my sauteed veggies. Beautiful. And lastly, for my fats, I just add some fresh avocado. Oh, love this meal. It's one of my favorites. So my last and final meal is my dessert, and this is a high protein berry smoothie. I use my triple berry mix, which is blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. And then I use some broccoli as well. I know that sounds weird, but you can't taste it, and it does add a really nice texture to the smoothie. I like to add some greens as well, and barley grass powder. This is also a little bit sweet, so it does add sweetness to the smoothie. Maca root powder, and of course my veg nutrition protein. I love the frosted cinnamon roll in a smoothie. I also add a little bit of ginger, just for a little bit of spice, and also some Splenda to sweeten it up, and then almond milk for the consistency. So this is an awesome little treat at the end of the night. I kind of think of it like ice cream. It's super satisfying. It is just a powerhouse of nutrition, tons of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will probably make a couple more of these because, as I said, my macros change every single week. And as I get closer to show, I change up what I eat. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure to comment below and let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you would like to see more, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. And I will see you guys next time.